Hello, it's Rodney Allgood here, Coach Rod, coming to you with some food for thought. And today I will be speaking about friendships, community, and the loss of them. Now, one of the biggest things about leaving the witnesses is losing all those friends, losing that community, that strong community. It's one of the best things about being a JW when you are one is they have a very strong community. There are people that you could have known since you were 10 years old that you're still close to today, it feels like. And having those people turn their back on you is very, very hurtful. Having those people not want to listen to you or understand you is very, very hurtful, because in our minds, we'd be friends forever. And now those people are gone, at least for now. Now, what I want to do today is to kind of reframe how you see that so it bothers you a little bit less. Because for the most part, most of the people you knew were not your friends. That sounds kind of odd to hear, doesn't it? They weren't your friends. They were your comrades. There's a huge difference between a friend and a comrade. See, a comrade is somebody that you're in association with because you are both tied to the same thing. So being a witness is kind of like that person who comes into a bunch of money and they join that $50,000 a year country club, and suddenly it feels like you got all these new friends. They have a banquet to introduce you to everyone. You've got all these new friends and you love it. And then something happens, the stock market crashes, or however you got your money, it went away. Now you don't have the money to pay the fees. Now you can't be in this club. Where are those friends? Do they really care about you? Are they seeing if you're okay? Or do they just gossip behind your back about why you lost your money? I think the latter will be the case, wouldn't you say? And that's a lot like being a witness, is once you don't have that thing in common, once you're not a part of the same thing, you're kind of just kicked to the curb, because now you're not in the club, which means your friendship was always camaraderie. They were comrades. Now you have the freedom to make true friends. Now, what's the difference between what you can create today and what you had as a JW? Well, now you get to create friends that you can be authentic with, you can be open with, you can talk about things and trust that they're not going to run to the elders and turn you in. You can trust that they will be there for you in your darkest of times. They will be there for you when you've lost your way. They will be there for you when you've been making some bad choices. They will help nurse you back to health. They got your back. That's what a friend does. With the JWs, you didn't have that. They abandoned you in your time of need, and that is not a friend. They talked about you when you lost your way. They talked about you when you were making bad choices. They talked about you when you were in your weakest state. Those are not friends. Friends have your back. A lot of times we feel like we're missing our friends, but we're missing our community. And I'm not even saying that's a bad thing. The witnesses have a wonderful community. But that's not the reality of most people's lives. Most people don't have a community like the witnesses have. And a lot of cult-like religions have that. You know, Mormonism, they have the exact same thing. The Scientologists have the exact same thing. It's a community. They create this situation of this reality of us and them, right? And this community of us is a very strong one. But that's not most people. They move through life and they may have different friendships through life. They might have these friends during high school, and then they have their college friends, and then they graduate, then they've got their colleagues that they work with, or their neighbors, or they keep some of them, but they know how to embrace the new. They don't try to hold on to everything the same way their whole lives, the way witnesses do. So it's a different way of living life. It's a different way of seeing things. Most people have their core, their inner circle of friends that may stay the same, but they move through life differently. And it's easy for them to make acquaintances and sometimes friendships. Now, most people have 3 to 4 really amazing friendships. Not much more than that. Now, as witnesses, you thought you needed these hundreds and hundreds of people that were part of your community. Most people have a few friends, and they have a lot of acquaintances. A few friends that you can go deep with. So now you're going to make some really treasured friendships. And these will be people that you can count on. These will be people that have your back at all times. These are people that will defend your name when you're not there, and you rarely had that as a witness. So look forward to what you can build today instead of being so down about it. Understand that what you're going to build from this point on will be something solid, something meaningful. People that you can count on. People that you don't have to put up a front for. People that you don't have to perform for. People who are okay with you. The authentic you, the real you. People who are growing themselves. In closing, make sure to keep this in mind. Make sure that the people closest to you are people with a common understanding of what can be, not just a common past. A common understanding of what can be created, of what you can attain, not just a common past. You don't want your friendships to merely be comrades. You want true blue friends from this point on. Some of you may have never had that. So get excited about life, knowing that you can incorporate real friends into your life from this point on. Take care, my friends. Until next time.